Progress.
Whenever you're ready, get yourself some space. You can jump in to start whenever. We're just going to go nice and light to begin with, so we're just going to stretch it out. So rotating through your spine. If you get any kind of tension, just hold it there and try and stretch it out a little bit longer. You can move your arms up and down. Just feel it in different places, all up and down your back. So a nice big deep stretch. Good. We're going to go into shoulders next. So it's a big shrug backwards. You just want to feel your shoulder blades like rotating as you pull it back. Go for about 5 in total. Nice and big. And then when you've done 5, you can go the opposite way. So it's a big shrug forward this time, which feels a little bit less usual than going backwards, but still big rotation. And then when you're ready, we'll get all the arms involved with nice big circles. You can go one way backwards, one way forwards. And just open it all up. Perfect. We're going to keep with the upper body now, but we're just going to go a little bit wider than shoulder width for your feet. Hands out, and you're going to twist, try and go right arm to left leg, and then left arm to left leg. And same as usual, you've got more of a twist of your upper body than you do trying to touch your toes. Your hamstrings might just be waking up this morning. So just try and get that torso turn, look in the opposite direction. It should feel quite nice. Good, nice and gently just relax there. We're going to go into our hamstrings, so bring your feet in a little bit, all the way up onto your toes. Down, trying to touch the floor, and then back up again, just waking everything up as you go down. Again, if you can get a little bit lower each time, go for that. If not, just where it's comfortable, where you get a nice little bit of a stretch this morning. Good, one last one. Perfect. And all we're going to do now is just change that into a squat. So you're going to go all the way up still. This time you're going to squat down to wherever you can get to. So go as deep as you can, have a pause, and then you're going to come back up again, all the way to the top, stretch it out, and then back down. So all the way up. Again, if you get lower, that's great. If not, just whatever's comfortable so far. Good. And on your next one, we're going to hold that squat this time. And here, you're going to knock your knees outwards, use your elbows to push out, and that will get all your inner thighs, all your legs as well. Perfect. And then whenever you're ready, nice and gently to your feet. We are all about legs today, so hopefully you feel a little bit better afterwards. So we're going to start with our usual sun salutations. For those of you that may not have done it before, just follow along as best you can. It's just a bit more of an extended warm-up, just to wake up the legs. So whenever you're ready, grab space, whether it's at the front of the mat or wherever you are in your room. Hands are either going to start by your side or up above your head, whichever one you are comfortable with. And as you breathe in, you're going to go down into a forward fold. As you breathe out, you're just going to look forward. Pop your hands on the floor, and as you inhale in, step back so you're in a push-up position. Then from here, we're going to gently lower ourselves down to the ground. And when you reach the ground, we're going to lift our chest up into a little bit of a cobra. From here, flip your feet, inhale in, and we're going into downward dog. So shooting the hips into the air. And this is the one that we're going to stay into just for a little bit, just to get yourself warmed up. So we want legs as straight as you can, heels on the ground if you can. Just let your shoulders relax. Just big deep breaths into it. next inhale, we're going to come out of this by going down into a crouch position. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, go down to your fold. And as you inhale, we're going to stand up into that same position that we started in, nice and tall. And relax there, shake it off, have a little breather. We're going to go straight into part B now, which is a little bit extended with a few extra poses in, but pretty much the same type of thing. So when you're ready, this time we're going to start in a chair pose. So we're going to kneel down a little bit, arms are either going to stay by your side, or if you can manage it up above your head, so you get a nice big stretch. As you inhale in, we're going to come forward. As you exhale, you want to look forward. Inhale, step back into that push-up position. And again, from here, you can go nice and gently down to the floor. Just going to let someone in. Nice and gently down onto the floor. When you're touching the floor, we're going to lift our chest up into your cobra. And as you inhale in, into that downward dog position. And this time we're going to step our right foot forward in between our hands. Our left foot's going to tuck in about 45 degrees. And we're going to stand up nice and tall. Trying to create a straight line all the way from your arms to the back of that leg. We'll just pause here for a few breaths. So really squeeze your heel into the ground. Feel your muscles working on this one. Good, and on your next inhale, we're going to try and find the floor now with our hands. So nice and gently back down. Step that foot back out so you're in your press up position. And same again, nice and gently lower yourself down to the ground. When you reach the floor, lifting your chest up into your cobra. And as you exhale, into your downward dog. And this time we're going to go left foot forward. So your right foot's going to tuck in just slightly, and we're standing up nice and tall. Same again, nice straight lines going through. And again, big few deep breaths here. Good, and then one last time, you're going to find the floor with your hands again, nice and gently. Step your foot back into your press up position, and lower yourself down to the ground. When you reach the floor, we're lifting our chest into cobra. And as you exhale, into that downward dog. And this is where we're going to stay again for a few breaths. So try and get yourself comfortable. Try and get your legs as straight as they can be, your heels on the ground if you can. Stack your shoulders, keep your core nice and tight. And then just breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Good. And we're going to come out of this by going down into your crouch position. As you inhale, we're going to step forward. Exhale, go down into your fold. And as you inhale in, up. And we're going to finish where we started in that chair position. Good. And shake it off there. Nice one, guys. Get a drink if you need to. That's our extended warm-up done. Nice. We've got a little bit of work to do, a little bit of movement on the legs, and then we're into a nice stretching part. So we're going to do our triangle and reverse triangle to start with. So feet are going to come slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and this is where we want them to stay. Your right foot is going to point outwards, left foot is going to tuck in just slightly, keeping your hips nice and strong. Arms out to the side, and all we're going to do is we're going to tip our right hand down till we feel our leg. From here, go down as low as you possibly can, whether you can get to your toes or you can get to your shins. And then all we're going to do is we're going to turn and twist and look at your left hand up in the sky. Just hold that stretch. Again, big brief breaths in. Good. And gently relax there. You're going to come back up to your middle position. And we're going to reverse it the opposite direction now. So left foot pointing outwards. Right foot's tucking in, those hips are staying nice and strong. Arms out to the side, and left hand's going to tip this time until you find that left leg. And same again, go down as low as that you can until you get a nice bit of a stretch. And then you're going to turn, twist, and look at your right hand in the sky. Keeping those legs nice and straight, nice and strong, pushing through your heels. Good, and nice and gently back into the middle. So ease yourself back up. We're going to reverse it now. So right foot's going to point out again. Left foot's going to tuck in. This time our hips are going to turn and face your right foot facing forward. Hands come out to the side, and this time it's the back of your left arm is going to come and find the back of your right leg. And here you're going to go down as far as you possibly can to get a stretch. And you're going to turn and twist and look at your right hand in the sky this time. So trying to get your torso looking right over that right leg. Keeping that nice straight legs and strong hips. And again, nice big deep breaths. Hold it still. Good, nice and gently back up to the middle. And we're going to reverse the reverse. So left foot pointing outwards, right foot tucking in. We're going to turn our hips towards our left leg. Arms out to the side, and it's the back of your right hand coming to the back of that left leg. Go down as far as you can so you get a nice big stretch. And then you're going to turn and twist, open up your body. Try and look at your left hand facing up. Good, and gently relax there. Nice. We're going to stretch out the legs a little bit more now. So you're going to go nice and wide with your legs this time. We're going to go right foot facing outwards, left foot facing in, and we're going to lunge down onto that right leg. Now from here you're going to get your right elbow and just hold it onto that right leg. And if this is enough of a stretch for you, then you're going to stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, that right hand's going to go and try and touch the floor. And then in this position, or whatever position you are, your left arm comes up and over, trying to create a straight line from your left leg to your left hand. And we hold it there. Squeeze through the legs, push your weight through your heel. Nice big deep breaths. Good, nice and gently relax there, come back up to your middle. And we're going to rotate the other direction, so left foot facing outwards, right foot's tucking in. We're going to lunge down onto that left leg. Left elbow on your left knee again. If you're happy here, then we're going to stay here. If you want to go further, you're going to find the floor with that left hand. And then right arm's coming up and over, creating a nice big straight line. Big deep breaths. Really push through the heel. Good. And we're going to gently relax there. Nice. We've got one last bit of hard work to do before we get to the nice stretching part. So we're going to go into our goddess pose. So same again, you're going to stay nice and wide with your feet. You might want to pop your feet out to about 45 degrees if it's comfortable for you. And then from here, all we're going to do is we're going to sit down into the lowest squat that you can get into. When you're in that squat, arms are going to come out to the side. And we're just going to pause here for a few seconds and a few breaths. We'll go through this about 3 times. Good. So standing back up, relax there. Give your legs a little bit of a breather. And then all we're going to do is exactly the same again, but we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So nice big deep breath in. Squat down to as low as you can. You might go a little bit further this time. Arms out to the side. Again, nice big deep breaths. Push through your heels. Keep your legs nice and strong. Good. Gently relax there. Back up to standing. One last time. Going to be a little bit longer this time. So nice big deep breath in. Squat down as low as you can go. Pop your arms out to the side. And just hold. Nice big breaths. Good. And gently relax there. Back up standing. You can shake it off. Have a little breather if you need to. And have a drink. That is pretty much our hard work done. We've got a couple of balances for you now. So we're going to start with our tree pose. So we're going to practice that a little bit more. So our right foot is going to come into either your left shin, or if you can manage it, right into your left thigh. So whatever one's comfortable for you. Mine's got to stay by my shin. Hands into the centre of your chest. And from here, use this time to zone out. Find something really still. And just get your balance. Whenever you're ready, hands are going to go up above your head. Nice and tall into that tree pose. Nice big deep breaths. Good. Slowly bring your hands back down into the centre of your chest. And you can release that leg. We're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side now. So that left foot's coming in either into your calf or right into your inner thigh if you can manage it. I'm just going to stick with calf. Hands into the centre of your chest. Again, use that time to zone out, and then when you're ready, hands up, right up to the sky. Nice and tall. Good. Keep it going. And gently bring your hands back down to the centre of your chest, and you can let go of that leg. Nice. One last to go, which is our dancer pose, which you haven't done for a while. So we're going to start with our right leg. We're going to bring that right into your chest, hugging onto that knee. And again, use this time to try and find your balance, try and root your left foot in the floor. Now, whenever you're ready, we're going to let go of that leg, keep it here, and we're going to slowly point your leg out. Point your toes, aiming to try and get as straight as we can with that leg. So squeeze all the muscles, try and get a little bit straighter than mine if you can. Good. Bend the knee, bring it back into the body, and release that leg. So a little bit more of a challenging one that we might do a bit more practice on. But starting with the left leg next, we're going to bring the left knee into the body. Same again, use this time to try and find your balance. And then when you are ready, you're going to let go of that leg. Try and point your foot forward, toes forward, try and keep that nice straight line. As long as you can. Squeeze all the leg muscles. Good. And bring that knee back into the centre of your body. Hug it in. And release that leg. Nice, shake it off. That is our hard bit done. Now we're into the nice little bit of the stretching. So we're going to start with our lower legs. So we're going to start with our calves. So if you pop your right foot forward, your left foot's going to come back. And that's the leg we want to stay nice and straight. And all you're going to do is lunge forward onto your right leg until you get a nice big stretch all the way down the lower part of your leg. And here, we're just going to nice big deep breaths, breathe into it. Just start it nice and easy. Good. When you're ready, we're going to switch over legs. So step the left foot forward, right leg back and straight. And the same again, lunge as far forward as you get a nice deep stretch. And again, nice big deep breaths. And gently relax there. Staying standing now, we're going to work our quads, so our front of our legs. So if you need to grab onto something, you can. We're going to bring our left leg in first, as close to your body as you can. We want to try and get your knees together, so knees nice and close. And then from there, you can push your hips forward, really feel a nice deeper stretch down the front of that quad. So yeah, use something to hold on to if you need to, or you can practice your balance. Big deep breath in. Good. And release that leg. We're going to switch it over. So right leg in this time. Same again. Pull that knee back. Try and go knee to knee. And then from there, you can pop your hips forward and try and get that deeper stretch going all the way down the front of that leg. Good. And rest there. Nice, we're going to go into a ragdoll next, so you're going to keep your feet pretty much close together for this one. And from here, we're going to just hinge our hips to begin with. So if this is enough of a stretch for you, then you can stay here. If you feel like you can go a little bit further, then you're more than welcome to. So we're going to hinge the hips, try and keep the body straight first. Let your hands hang. And then as you relax into it, you'll feel your upper body slowly start to release. You might even see your hands go a little bit closer to the floor. Start with your legs nice and close. We're just going to relax into it. Again, breathe in nice big deep breaths. You might find you start getting deeper and deeper. But we want to feel it down the back of the legs and into the little bit of the lower spine as well. Good. On your next breath in, you are going to try and go a little bit deeper. So if you feel like you can stretch a little bit further, if you're on the floor, you might walk your hands a bit closer to your body. If you're not on the floor, just see if you can push a little bit further. Really try and stretch out those back of the legs. Good. Nice and gently bring yourself up to standing really slow. Perfect. We're going to go down onto the ground now. So if you need a pillow or you need to sort out your mat, whatever you need to do. So we're going to go into our pigeon pose. So what that looks like is from here, you're going to pop your hands down. You're going to bring your right knee in between your hands. And here, you can mess around with that foot, so you can bring it out a little bit further, wherever it's comfortable with. Let your left leg just relax and push a little bit further back. And here, you should start to feel this all the way through your right glute and all the way around your hip, maybe even in the front of that left leg. So if this is enough of a stretch for you, this is where you're going to stay. If you feel like you want to go a little bit deeper, you're going to drop down onto your elbows. And if you want to go even deeper than that, you're going to try and get your head to touch the floor. And all we're going to do is just hold this one. It's a nice, little bit of a relaxing one. So find your stretch and then just start to breathe nice and slowly. Good. When you're ready, we're going to switch it over. So gently bring your chest back up. Pop your hands on the floor, and you're going to use your left leg to hoist yourself up. Switch the legs in between. So left foot forward. Same again. Play around with your foot positioning, and you'll find a slightly different stretch as you go. Let your right leg now relax and go back as far as it can. And again, if you're happy here in this stretch, then you'll stay there. If you want to go deeper, it's onto your elbows and then eventually head down to the ground if you can manage it. So off we go again, nice big deep breaths, just relax into it. Good, and relax there, nice and gently. We're going to come out of this one. So take your time, and we're going to find ourselves sat down now. So nice and easy. We want one leg in front of the other. So like a 90-90 type of twist. So front leg, got 90 degrees, back leg 90 degrees as well. So take your time to get here. Can you use your opposite hand to just keep yourself upright? And all we're going to do from here is a few rotations for the lower back. So for me, it's my right elbow. For you, it might be your opposite elbow. You're going to bring your elbow around and going to cross that front leg as far as you can so you get a stretch through your spine. And then back up, and you're going to twist around in the opposite direction. So this one, we'll start feeling it around the spine and a little bit at the top of the hips and the glutes. So at your own pace, you're just going to go through a few repetitions of this. So bringing your elbow backwards and then as far forward and across that front knee as you can. Some of you might be just about touching your knee, some of you may be really far ahead. But wherever it is, a comfortable stretch for you that feels quite nice. Just nice and gently rotating it around. Good, wherever you are, we'll go for two more and then we'll switch it over. So you try and get deeper if you can. Good. And then when you're ready, relax there, we'll switch it over. So your back leg now is going to become your front leg into that 90-degree type angle. Same your back leg. And this time that opposite elbow, so for me it's my left over my right, is going to come down and across. You might be a little bit tighter on one side. and then backwards and round. So just wherever your body allows you for this one. And again, take your time, go through as many reps as you can. You can hold anything that feels a little bit tender, a little bit that needs a little bit more attention. So as you come down and across that knee, if you feel like you want to hold that stretch, then you're more than welcome to. Good, and then whenever you are, we'll go for 2 more. So you bring your elbow down, and then back up. And back up. Perfect, and then relax there. We'll bring both feet in front of us next. Bringing your feet together, and then in as close to your body as you can, where you start to feel a stretch all the way down the groins and in the inner thighs. Now for this will look different for everyone. Some of you may have your legs up here a little bit more, some of you may even have your knees almost by the floor. But you just want to bring your feet in until you get the stretch. For me, it's comfortable to grab onto my feet, so you might want to do that as well, or onto your shins. So we want to try and keep our torso up nice and tall. From here, just relax into it, let the legs slowly just go down with gravity. You'll feel that stretch getting slightly deeper. Again, nice big inhales. Good. If you did want to make this stretch deeper, all you're going to do is pop your elbows onto your knees. You can grip onto your shins for a bit of control. Just put a little bit of pressure now down onto your knees. And here you'll feel that stretch get a little bit more intense. You don't want to go too mental, just so you can feel it a little bit more. And you can gently relax there. We're going to go nice and wide next with our legs. So go as wide as you can go while still keeping your body upright. And from here, we're going to start by having our hands just in front of us till you'll feel slightly the inner thighs and towards the back of the hamstrings for this one. So go as far as you can go. You might even feel your lower back as well, till you get a stretch that's comfortable enough for you to hold. Here, big deep breaths in. On your next breath in, we're going to walk our hands over towards our right leg. So go over as far as you can. Some of you may be able to grab your legs, your toes, wherever that you can go. So now the pressure goes down the back of your right leg. We're just going to hold it here. Good, and if you want to make this stretch a little bit deeper, you're going to bring your left arm up and over your head, almost as if you're trying to grab your toes from above your head. And this, you'll start to stretch out all the lower side as well, a little bit of the back. Just open up the body. You don't have to do this one, whatever you're comfortable with. Good. Hands now back down onto the floor, and you're going to slowly walk your hands this time over towards your left hand side. So nice and gently, just slowly start shifting that pressure. And same again, get to wherever you can, whether that's right around your toes, your shin, your knee, or maybe just a little bit closer to that left hand side. You just want to change the pressure. Again, big deep breaths in. Good, same again. If you want to go a little bit deeper, your right hand's going to come up and above your head, almost like a swimmer trying to grab onto your left foot. And there you'll feel that all the way down that left, right hand side as well. Good, pop your hands back down. We're going to go back into the middle this time. This time you're going to go as far as you possibly can with this stretch. You should feel it down the back of both legs. And you may be able to get even further than you did right at the beginning. So let your head drop and look towards the floor. And your shoulders relax and just reach as far as you can. Good, and gently relax there. We're going to end up on the floor next, so we're going to go laying down onto our backs. So take your time. We want both knees up, back nice and flat on the floor, and both knees up. When you're in this position, all we're going to do is we're going to bring our right leg up, we're going to cross it over so your foot and your heel are just leaning on that left leg. Now for some of you, this might even be enough of a stretch as you need, and you're welcome to stay here. You can even put a bit of pressure on that right leg if you want to. For the rest of you, you may want to lift your left leg. You're going to bring your hands through your leg and towards the back of your thigh. Interlink your fingers, and from here, pull that thigh a little bit closer to your body. So now you should be feeling it all the way down your right hip, your right glute, maybe even a little bit of your groins as well. So here you can play around whatever stretch feels good for you. So bring your knee in as close as you can, or just hold it at a reasonable distance. Same again, nice big deep breaths. Good, and gently relax there. We're going to switch it over now. So left foot down, right foot down, and this time you're going to bring your left heel over onto that right leg. Same again, if you're happy there, you can stay there. If not, bring your right leg up, put your hands through so you're gripping onto your thigh. And again, pull that leg in as close as you can, a little bit like a pretzel, till you get a nice big stretch all the way down your left hips, back of the legs, all the way down that left leg. Again, big deep breaths. Good. And relax there, nice and gently. Feet down on the ground. And we're just going to finish up now by bringing both legs to the floor, keeping your back and your body nice and straight. And then nice and gently, hands up above your head, almost like a pencil. So we're going to stay nice and still. A bit of a relaxing one to finish. Just let your body relax. Your legs and your back stretch out. Looking up to the ceiling or closing your eyes. Good, nice and gently relax there. You can slowly bring yourself up to sitting. Take your time. Nice one, guys. That is us done for another Friday. Hopefully you're feeling a little better for it. And really good turnout for a Friday as well. So